Let's talk a bit about traffic flow in the city of Brownsville. Now, the main corridors for me have always been Central Boulevard, Palm Boulevard, 13th and 14th Streets, and of course Elizabeth Street. Before the freeway cut the city in half, Los Ebanos was a beautiful little slanted street that connected Central Boulevard with Boca Chica. But that opportunity no longer exists. Now, there are some little quirks, some little situations in Brownsville to this day that make it impossible to get from point A to point B. And we will ask Mark Lund about that someday. I'm sure there's an explanation. It might be TxDOT, it might be safety. But in any event, here's what I've noticed. If you go to Lowe's Home Improvement, and you don't find what you want, you get back out on Old Highway 77 and you're going to go to Home Depot. What you'll run into is that when Old 77 approaches Morrison Road, you're not able to turn left at Morrison Road to get to Home Depot. And I believe there's a median that prevents you from even crossing the street into Academy and then turning left into Home Depot. So what I've noticed, 3 out of 4 cars seem to do, because most of us are going to Home Depot when we travel down Highway 77. Most cars are turning left onto private property. I believe it's the Rio Bank, and we're crossing over to McAllen Street, and then going up to Morrison and turning left. So we're forced to do that. The situation forces us to go through private property. I'm certain the operators of Rio Bank are well aware of this, as they see a steady barrage of cars passing through their lot daily, and they probably say to themselves, oh, everybody's going to Home Depot. So that's one little quirk, one little situation. The MPO, the Metropolitan Planning Organization, had a meeting Wednesday. I thought I might approach them about that. I'm sure they've answered that question before, but in any event, that's one little thing I've noticed in the traffic flow in Brownsville. Now, another anomaly, on Security Drive, if you happen to be on Security Drive that connects Boca Chica with International, almost to the Four Corners, but not quite. If you're traveling down Security Drive to the south, approaching International, and you want to connect back, say, with Boca Chica, or maybe go out Highway 48 to the port, you can't do that from there, because you're not allowed to turn left. So the only options that you have are, you could zag to the right and then do a Des Bryant and then come back to the left, fake right, go left, say, in other words, or you can cross International into the circular drive of Burton Auto Parts. And I think that's what most people do. They cross the street there, they make that little circle, that little loop into Burton Auto Parts, and then back onto International, and then either at the corner they go right to on Boca Chica, or maybe continue on straight down Highway 48. So that's another little quirk, another little situation in Brownsville where you can't get there from here, so to speak. So, Mark Lund, what's the answer? I know there is one, but maybe someday we'll get to visit about this.